What's up, guys? Welcome back to Raising the Rogers Homestead. Today we are back in the garden. I have got my gate going in. I set some posts yesterday, so I got to wrap that up so that we've actually got an easy access in and out and we don't have to actually come into the pasture. We have, since our last video, we've planted the remainder of the peppers. We have planted a bunch of watermelons. And we have got to, we added one more section to the tomatoes. I think today we are going to, focus on the gate. I got to get the gate done. And then the next thing is going to be putting up the cucumber hoop. I'm pretty sure cucumbers are going on that. But real quick before we do that, I want to show you something. Our last sheep finally had her baby. We didn't even think she was bred, but she finally had her baby. Got her cleaned off. She's doing good. Mama is shedding like crazy. Hopefully she'll get the rest of that off over here before too long. But cute little baby. New life on the homestead. A little Mother's Day lamb. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. All right, back to scheduled programming. So I'm gonna put this gate in first. The way that I'm gonna do that, since I've already got to run a fence down through here, so I've got to break the fence. I want to get everything tied together before I cut it. But I'm gonna do these same braces just like these that I did. These things are super, super solid. The only thing that I don't like about them is that there is not a lot to staple to down the side, so it makes this part of it kind of weak. Now, if I came back with another post, which is probably what I'll do, is just put another T-post right here. That way you've actually got something, because this is a long stretch of fence here, 10 foot. Normally there would be another post right here that you could staple to, but with that being that much all the way up to the top, it makes this part of it right here kind of back and forth. But I'll come back later and put a T-post in it and all that good stuff. All right, we're gonna get started on this. All right, project number 1 done. I think we're gonna go inside, take a little break, maybe get something to drink, a little bite to eat or something, and then see if we can't get those cattle panels up for the cucumbers. All right, went in, got a little bite to eat. We're back in the garden once again. So now we are gonna try to get this trellis up. Gonna try something a little different that we haven't done before. We're gonna try to put the T-posts in the center of these things and then tie them together in the middle, just because it's kind of hard to put the T-posts in the center of it and tie them both to the T-posts. So we're gonna try that. This little tunnel is gonna be 4 cattle panels deep. We were gonna do 2 separate ones, but we ended up running out of room with all the tomatoes that we planted. So I'm gonna get started on it. All right, got that thing put up. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. I'm gonna come back with some wire up top and kind of wire it all together, but that'll work. We're just gonna put cucumbers on it, and cucumbers get to growing, you won't even be able to tell it's, you know, not perfect. All right, on to the next thing. We've got to get corn in the ground. We're planting quite a bit of corn this year, a lot more corn than we did last year. So we're gonna have to pull some strings, rake up some stuff. We ended up running out of hay. We spread a bunch of hay for weed suppression. We ran out of hay, and this area down here didn't get any hay. So we've got a few weeds coming up, but we're just gonna rake them out, and then hopefully we'll have some more hay here before too long. That way we can just throw it down, you know, around the corn and everything. But I think the corn will outpace these weeds pretty quickly. So I don't think we'll really have to worry about it that much. We're just gonna rake out the rows, and then I think it'll be all right. Let's set up the time lapse, get to planting. All right, we're back out here for round 2 of planting corn. We're planting a lot. All right, America. We're planting a lot of corn. And so I seen this cool thing online. This guy was walking down through, he was planting corn with a piece of PVC pipe. And I was like, hey, I got a piece of PVC pipe. That'd be way cooler, way faster. So I went and got it. And then me and my wife, we did 2 rows. We started on the 3rd row, and we noticed there wasn't any corn coming out of the bottom. So I looked at the pipe and checked it, and it was clogged with dirt, and we had to go back and redo 2 rows. So, you know, you live, you learn. But anyway, we got, you know, it was a little bit demoralizing. So we went inside and made a cookie cake, and everybody ate some cookie cake. So now we're back out for round 2. So here we go. All right, sorry about that. Camera died. So, got it charged up a little bit. So we finished getting the corn in the ground. I forget now exactly how much that was. Almost 700 corn seeds put in the ground. That seems ridiculous, but whatever. So now the only thing that we got left is the cucumbers. We're actually running out of daylight. Well, not really running out of daylight, but it's getting later in the evening. So my wife is gonna finish up the cucumbers, putting them in the ground, and I gotta run and do chores. So I'm gonna set up the time lapse on her, and then we'll be back in just a minute. All right, guys, that's going to conclude today. I am just slap wore out, but I'm tickled to death I got this gate in. That's going to make it a lot easier as far as in and out of the garden. I'm tickled to death that we got the trellis up. I guess you call that a trellis. I don't know, hoop thing. We're got the cucumbers in the ground, all the corn in the ground. So I'm pretty excited about where this garden is headed so far. Tomatoes and peppers are still doing good. They are in the ground. We've still got a lot more to put in the ground. So I guess I'm gonna make this a part 2 of the last video. There will be a part 3 as well. We got to get the rest of the stuff in the ground next weekend. But it has been a tiresome day, a heck of a Mother's Day. And we are gonna wrap it up and go eat some supper. We appreciate you guys stopping by the Raising the Rogers Homestead. If you want to see our day-to-day shenanigans, check us out on Instagram, link in bio. We appreciate y'all, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.